Too many of us are reading yesterday's newspaper. Too many of us are listening to yesterday's stories. This is the moment to begin a brand new chapter of our life. This is the moment to turn that page and you start writing. You start to discover that greatness that lies within you. This is the moment, the platform, the stage has been created. All we need to do is make daily decisions. Daily decisions. Keep what we want in 100% focus, and I am positive that over the next 60 days, you will become the person you need to become in order to attract the people you need to attract, in order to receive what you've always wanted to receive. This is the moment for your hustle. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Luis Arriaza and welcome to the second video. Now I want to talk today just for a few minutes about something that, a message, an ingredient, a factor, an element that is vital to your growth in network marketing, that is vital to becoming a senior vice chair in the next 60 days, that is vital to make sure that you're not going to go anywhere and you're going to stay 100% focused. If you understand what I'm about to tell you, if you embrace what I'm about to tell you, I promise you you're going to cross the finish line. Those who do not finish the race of network marketing, it is only for one reason and one reason only. It is because they allow their emotions to get the better of them. And let me read something from here. One of my favorite authors, every single day, I'm either reading, I'm listening, I'm watching something, right? Usually it's Gary Vee, maybe some Tony Robbins. Of course, I listen to Eric Ray. I listen and read Randy Gage. This is Randy Gage's new book. It's called Mad Genius. And it says right here, it says, Steve Jobs spoke to this issue when he was asked whether Apple conducted focus groups from the iPad. He notably replied that it wasn't the customer's job to know what they wanted. I'm going to repeat this. He said it wasn't the customer's job to know what they wanted. That's the entrepreneur's job. That's your job. See, it's not your job to ask your prospect what it is that they're looking for. If they would know what they're looking for, they would already have it. If they would know the highway to success and happiness, they would already be on it. It is your job to create that vision for them and make it attractive enough and make it magnetic enough so they can jump on that boat, so they can jump on that ship, so they can get in that journey with you. He said here, and to do it, you're going to have to think bigger, bolder, and better. He says, to do this, to create vision for your prospect, you have to think bigger, bolder, and better. Genius, I love this part. Genius is knowing what your customers want. Mad genius is knowing what they will want the moment they discover it exists. So the difference is, genius is knowing what we want, what you want. I know that you want better health. I know that they want more financial prosperity or financial prosperity. I know they want time freedom. But mad genius is developing something and creating a demand for it. That is mad genius. And my friends, that is what we do as professionals, entrepreneurs. But we can't do this if we allow our emotions to get the better of us. So very often I talk about the triune of life, right? I talk about the spirit, I talk about the body, and I talk about the soul. And when we get into that conversation, I develop and I ask, what is the soul about? Well, the soul is made up of three components: the mind, the will, and the emotion. And then I usually ask people, well, which one do you think governs us or governs most people, and which one do you think should govern most people? And most people say that the mind governs most people, right? Or the emotions govern most people. But what should govern us? What should govern us is our willpower. I'll repeat this. What should drive us, what should make us move, what we should live by is our willpower. And I do this because when you have that willpower, you can create leverage and you can help people make decisions faster, even if they didn't think that they needed it, when you have willpower. So the willpower is the hand that controls the handle of the hammer of the emotion. If we allow the hammer to control the hand, we're going to get nowhere very, very fast. But if we, as a group, as a nation, as a Spartan nation, if we develop our willpower, now how do we develop our willpower? We develop our willpower by doing the things that we don't want to do every single day, by submitting ourselves to the principles of life, the principles of prosperity, the principles of time freedom, the principle of success every single day, by not listening to that little voice that tells us all the reasons why we shouldn't get up early, all the reasons why we shouldn't get on that treadmill, all the reasons why we shouldn't go on prospect. And the more that you defeat those things, Henry David Thoreau said, he said, when you come face to face with fear, the death of fear is certain. He said, when you uncover the layers and layers of fear, all you will find is fear being afraid of itself. And I'm challenging you right now, start developing that willpower, start developing that muscle of whatever you say can happen will happen. And when you do that, your emotions will subside, your principles will elevate, and now you will become a mad genius. Now you will become an entrepreneur. Now becoming a senior vice chair in 60 days will be very, very simple. Remember, sometimes we just need to emotionally disconnect. Emotion disconnect means that when you wake up, when you look at your agenda, get the job done. Do what your agenda says. Don't think about it, because by thinking about it, you're going to develop more emotions. Just go and do what you have to do. Write that strategy, write that game plan out, and execute the game plan. If today you have to talk to 15 people, just go and talk to 15 people. Doesn't matter how you feel. Earl Nightingale, the grandfather of motivation, right? He was interviewing this man on his radio show, and he asked this author, he was an author, he said, when do you write? And the author said, well, I write when I feel like writing. And Earl Nightingale said, that's the difference between you and I. He says, you write when you feel like writing. He says, I write every day, whether I feel like it or I don't. And that's how I see myself in network marketing. I network market every day, regardless of how I feel. I network market every day, if the sun is out or if it's raining. It really doesn't matter, because this is an inside-out game. It's not an outside-in game. If you're allowing the outside to dictate your inside, that means you're emotionally driven, and we're going to get nowhere really, really fast. But if you're purposely driven and principally focused, then this is going to become an inside-out game, and you're going to get the job done. So let's work those numbers. Let's strategize. Let's follow up. Let's make those calls. Let's knock on those doors. Let's do those one-on-ones. Let's do those presentations. Let's really follow through. I know that you know. I know that you know what you're supposed to do. Now let's go and get it done. Let's become mad geniuses, okay? Let's become mad genius, mad network marketers. I know you can, and I know you want to, and this is our time again. We are in this 60-day push, this 60-day run, this 60-day journey. It is outstanding. I see every single day people are starting to connect with that bigness of the fellow within. They're waking up that powerful man, that Superman, that Superwoman that's been in slumber for so long. They're waking it up, and I am super, super excited. So guys, I love you. Remember, I believe in you all the time. I believe in you. These 60 days are going to change all of our lives. Let's go and get the job done. This video should be out on Friday. So let's really work hard during the weekend. Let's work hard during the weekend. Let's pay that price for the next 60 days. Nothing can outproduce hard work. Nothing is more powerful than your hustle. Get your hustle on today, guys. I love you guys. I believe in you guys. Have a beautiful Friday. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you Monday morning. God bless you guys.